Has your 2011 MacBook Pro crashed because of the well-known graphics failure? Mine sure has, but in today's video, we're going to find a new way to revive it. Alright, so, here is my 2011 MacBook Pro, and it's a good MacBook. I mean, I had it for very long. It was kind of like handed down, like my mom had it, then I got it, and so, yeah, I fixed it up. I made it, put a new SSD in it, new RAM, you know, and it was working very well until one day I was studying for my finals, which was maybe about like 3 weeks ago, and boom, it crashed. So it crashed, got like kernel panic and whatever, and yeah, so I personally thought that after it crashed you can't do anything about it. So I just kind of moved on. I built a new PC. I don't know if it's in the shot or not, but it's right here. And yeah, so I've been using the PC and I haven't been using my MacBook at all. But what I've seen is that there's actually ways to bring your MacBook back to life through its second graphics card, or its integrated graphics. So for me, my MacBook has two graphics cards. It has the discrete graphics card, which it's an AMD Radeon, and then I'm not sure which one it is. I'll probably put it on the screen right here, or down here, wherever it is. And then I have a second one, which is its integrated graphics, which is an Intel HD graphics 3512 megabytes. And so the one that failed is a discrete graphics, which is the AMD Radeon. And, well, now that that failed, well, why can we not just use the Intel one? So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to keep away we're trying to kind of have macOS not use AMD and force it to only use Intel, or the integrated graphics. So if you guys have a MacBook, a 15-inch whatever, this will work for you. And personally, I mean, I already did it, and it's clearly working right now. I'm pretty happy. So let's get started. Alright guys, so now that we have some better light, let's get into it. We also have the overhead shot. Hello. Yeah, so we got the overhead shot. We have the main shot, of course. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be resetting our SMC. So your MacBook will already be shut down at this point, and, well, yeah, of course, because it's not turning back on. So we're going to first reset our SMC. And so how we're going to be resetting our SMC is we're going to be doing left shift, control, option, and then the power button. So you're going to press and hold that, and you're going to hold for 5 seconds. I held it for 10 and it worked as well. So after we reset our SMC, we're going to need to reset our NVRAM. And how to do that is through option, command, P, R, oh damn, this is hard. Option, command, P, R, and then the power button. Alright, and then you're gonna press and hold until you hear the startup chime 2 times. Make sure it's 2 times, alright? Actually, well, I mean, I only heard it once. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. Alright, so after we reset our NVRAM and shut it back down, we're gonna need to boot into recovery mode, or single user recovery mode. And to do that, you could use command R, or option command R, or any way that gets it to work. So yeah. Alright, so our overhead camera kind of just died. Alright, so now when you boot up into recovery mode, you're going to press utilities, and then you're going to go down and press terminal. So now we need to disable the system integrity protection. And so that's very simple to do. All you need to type in is csr util disable, and then that will disable it, and you're going to see after that the code does say system integrity protection disabled or whatever. and it says restart for it to like take action or whatever. So basically what this is it's basically kind of Mac OS's way of kind of, you know, security, I guess, you know, blocks malware and all that stuff. So it's very useful to have. We just need to disable it for now, but once we get back, once we finish this whole process, we can turn it back on. And so yeah, so now we need to boot into single user mode, not recovery, just single user mode, through Command S, and press and hold while you turn on the power, and then you're gonna just get like tons of code coming in, and that's normal. And then here's what we're gonna need to type in. So we're gonna basically need to disable the discrete graphics, and by using this code, it's like starts with NVRAM and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be here on screen, so, and it's also gonna be in the description if you want to. I don't even know if you want to copy and paste it, but yeah. Alright, so now once you do that, we're going to want to turn on verbose mode. And verbose mode is not necessary, but it basically, if you don't know anything about computers, it just basically shows all text on screen, and it helps you, you know, diagnose problems and stuff like that. So let's enable verbose mode, and that's just going to be NVRAM boot -args equals open parentheses -v close parentheses. That's gonna turn on verbose. Now we need to reboot it by literally just typing in reboot, REBOOT, and press enter. But before you do that, you want to boot back into single mode. So when you type that in, then you're gonna press, once you type in reboot, you can press enter and press Command S as it restarts, and then you can boot back into single user mode. Now we need to make the partition writable. So this is why we disabled system integrity protection, so that we can, you know, write code and whatever for Mac to not, you know, use the discrete graphics card anymore. So we're gonna mount root partition writable through this code right here, and then after that, we're gonna make a text backup with this code. And just to make sure, when you do this through single user mode, with every one, you gotta press enter. I mean, if you guys didn't know, that's what you need to do. But it's pretty self-explanatory. And then after that, we're gonna move one offending text out of the way, which is this right here. So we're gonna move it out of the way, and then after that, we're going to inform the system to update its text cache. Yeah, so with this code here, basically. Alright, and so after that, we're basically almost done. Alright, so now that we're done with the text cache update or whatever that is, we're going to reboot and boot back into single user mode again, Command S. And after we're back into single user mode, we need to turn off verbose mode. And this is the code right here. And so after we turn off verbose mode, now we're basically good. We just need to restart the computer, and you're going to boot back into recovery mode. And after we boot back into recovery mode, we're going to go back to the terminal, and this time we're going to turn off, we're going to turn back on system integrity protection. So the same code, CSR util, and then enable instead of disable, because we want to enable it back again. Alright, so we're going to enable it. So once we enable it, then we could just reboot it back again, and you should reboot into Mac OS once you reboot. And if you know it worked if it reboots twice. And so once it reboots twice, you're basically good to go. First thing I would do is go to system, or go into the About tab or whatever of your Mac, and check under its graphics, and you should not see the AMD Radeon in there. You should only see the Intel integrated graphics, and that's also another way how you know it works. And with that, you are basically good to go. Your Mac is back to functioning state, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So this way that I chose, it's pretty cool. It's a better way, I think, than what other people have done. Other people have install Linux on a USB drive and then do all this stuff. This way it's just through the Mac, and I like it and it works. Usually guys like this don't really work for me, but it definitely worked for me. So yeah, personally I think that this is great. I mean, I thought that there was no way of reviving your old Mac, but there clearly is. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, and with that, all I can say is subscribe if you're new, leave a thumbs up if you like this video, because I mean, I kind of just saved your MacBook, right? And also turn on post notifications if you want to see new videos or when they come out. Be the first ones to see them. And follow my Instagram at techh.mania if you want to see other stuff behind the scenes and other cool things like that. And with that, this has been Noah on techh.mania. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.